Hey guys, it's Stu. Right, the reason I actually did this impromptu video is because a couple of workmates of mine, Nina Haddonfield and Beatrice, were wondering why it was that modelling is such a passion for me. Well, this video is to answer your question, girls, and anybody else who's curious. Basically, it stems back from when I was a child, and say about 7 or 8, and living in Merrow, which my father was running an off licence for. He used to have a little back room, which I suppose really in effect was his man cave, and he had a passion for aircraft like myself, which I suppose rubbed off on me. And I used to watch him building them, and obviously one time he actually got me and my brother to build a couple of models, which, as in the first assembly, covered in glue and God knows what, and we ended up playing with them. And if mine sets me right, the one that I built was a P-40 Flying Tiger. I can't remember what make it was so long time ago, such a long time ago. But from that sort of day onward, as I grew up, I got more and more into model making, and he did as well, until he got ill. What impressed me one time was when he actually had built some years earlier a big model of the Cutty Sark, which we ended up giving to what was then a friend who I no longer have contact with, his girlfriend, at their house, which is over in Chobham. So Lorraine, if you're watching us, hun, hey, it's me. Long time no see. That's Lorraine Simmons. If it still is Simmons, I don't know. But if you're watching, hun, it'd be lovely to hear from you and get in contact with you. And if you've still got any photos or want to post them to me, you can post them at the email address, which is Stuart_DavidAvery@hotmail.co.uk. Okay, hon? Anyway, enough of that. Getting on to what I was saying. To cut long story short, he inspired me to do more modelling, which I did over the years. And then obviously one time it got to a fact that I had to leave home, and he was going to a bungalow which was supplied from him. From those years, unfortunately, I never got the chance to do any modelling. And my first armoured kit was an Italeri Sherman, which unfortunately I never got to finish. But I enjoyed the build, or enjoyed the process, opposed to sort of aircraft, which is paint, build, paint, build, paint, build. And that's why I like armour modelling, because it's a lot simpler. Basically you just build the kit, paint it, clear coat it or gloss varnish it, whichever, and then put the decals on, clear coat it, varnish it to ingrain the decals in, and then basically it's just matte coat it and then add pigments and weathering, etc. And the effects that you get back are astounding, I have to say. And you know, unfortunately it wasn't until I moved to my last house, Millcote, I started getting back into the hobby again, having built a model of HMS Belfast, but unfortunately it was broken due to someone's clumsiness, who I shan't mention. But I continued that for a while. When I came back here, initially I moved in and built this, well, if I get it, an Airfix Spitfire 172nd Mark 1A2, which you can see there, and that was the last brush painted model I ever built. Tell a lie, no it wasn't actually. The one I did after that was the Italeri Belle Sue, which was used in our own Army Air Corps as well as out in Korea. If anybody doesn't know about it, just look it up on Wikipedia. Unfortunately that got broken due to my own clumsiness when I was cleaning. Whoomp, it went across the blooming place, got smashed. However, I've got another one, and at some stage I'm going to build it, so there you go. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, after that I didn't do it for a while. Then I had my heart attack, obviously, which was just over 2 years ago now. And whilst I was convalescing, I discovered the YouTube modelling community when I had my laptop, which was then working. And then obviously started watching a few videos, Russell Gosling's, Mike Cohen's, which got me interested in armour, I have to say, as well as Gil. That's Gil from Red Dragon Models. So, hey brother, hope you're keeping well. And then I recently, a few months ago, plucked up the courage to go on to Paul Bretland's hangout and got to know the guys and got into my first group build this year, which was the Styrene Syndicate Community Tank group build. And as you can see, there's the little chieftain which I built, and as I say, ever since I built that, I've got more and more enthused into armour. I did do a Panzer IV, that was my first attempt, but this was my first group build kit, which you can see. Hey, if I can move it across, sorry, there you go. She is looking fantastic, and I was very, very happy with the results, which you can see there. Okay, and I did get a lot of help from Mike Cohen and a few other guys on the community, which I'm very grateful for, so thanks buddy, appreciate that guy. And they really enthused me into armour, in big time, to be honest with you. So much so I've hardly done an aircraft kit in ages, which I probably will do sometime in the new year. But as I say, that's really sort of got my hobby going. And guys, if I've not been on the Hangouts lately, you know why, because I've not been well with the angina. Admittedly, it was where I would overwork myself the other day, but I will come and try to join you at some stage. It's just a very busy time of year for me, and working in retail, my time's not my own these days, and we're going to be working silly hours soon. So if you don't see me in a while, don't worry, I will come back and see you guys very, very soon, and catch up with you all. I know I've been emailing you all, etc., but that's the only thing I can do at the moment, so you'll have to bear with me. But if it hadn't been for you guys, I wouldn't be keeping at it, to be honest with you. You really have opened up a big new world for me, and I've made quite a few friendships with Anthony, Tim, Wesley, Paul himself, and obviously Mike, who's a good modelling buddy of mine now, as well as Gil. And Gil, if I haven't been on any of your Hangouts, brother, I soon will, I promise, I soon will. It's just that unfortunately when you start them I'm on my way home from work, but as soon as I get some time, if I get a Wednesday off, then I'll come and join you on your Hangout, okay? So, keep the faith, bro. Peace, as you say. And also with my brother, he is a fantastic modeller too. Some of the work he's done in the past has been absolutely astounding. He did a fantastic monogram B25 Mitchell and weathered it as though it was out in the Mojave Desert. It did look fantastic. I don't know what happened to it, but it was brilliant, bro. And that Mercedes that you did from the 99 Le Mans, awesome, awesome. He has got some models stashed away in his garage, so little bit of a word. Put your foot down, mate. Let her allow you to do some modelling, because it does relax you, and I know what a busy schedule we do, because it unwinds you, and I know you love modelling. I know you're into your RC, but you get a chance, mate, build a kit. Believe me, you'll love it. And if ever you want to join Paul Bretland and all the guys on the Hangout, go through to my Facebook page, join the league, and you can get on there. And they make you feel welcome, they really do. I mean, they take a little bit of a mickey out of you, but it's all done. It's all harmless, and we have a good laugh and a giggle, and we learn a lot from one another, because we've all got this shared passion. So go for it, bro. Anyway, I'm going to finish rambling now. One more reason I actually do this is because of these guys, right? Our armed forces, not only today but in the past. Because if it hadn't been for those guys in the First and Second World Wars and wars in between and since, especially the guys who recently come out of Afghanistan and those who sacrificed themselves for our freedom, and the fact that I'm sitting here talking to you now with this video is because of those guys, and we must not forget that, especially with the younger generation. If anybody wants a sense of what it was like, read some of the first-hand accounts in some of the books that are advertised out there in the bookshops, or even on, I know these computer things that you can read on. I've forgotten what their name is. I can't keep up with it. But you know what I mean. Do so. Okay? You will get a sense of what it must have been like and what they went through for what we enjoy today and what we take for granted today. And we must not forget that. And this is one of the reasons I do this. So, food for thought. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. I'm going to finish now because I'm getting hungry and I've got some bacon sandwiches over there waiting to be eaten. Anyway, guys, enjoy your modelling, get kit crazy, and I'll see you on the video soon. Bye for now.